Love that accent. Love that accent. I ain't heard trim in a long time, I gotta be honest. But that's the kind of shit you want, man. You're gonna get some good ass trim. Some country shit, I love it. Oh, I love it, man. Y'all ready for your next comedian, y'all? Yeah, dude's a killer, man. He's been all over the place, man. He throws a whole festival called the Sareth Fest that you gotta go check out, man, up in Daytona, man. It's a pleasure to have him here. Love this guy very much. Y'all start clapping it up, man. Clap it up for Sareth. Hey!
So as Adam said, I perform mostly in Daytona Beach, and Daytona is known for the Daytona 500. And I want to play the race card game with you all. Which race do you think I am? Alright, people think I'm black, Thai, Samoan, Vietnamese. But I'm Cambodian, and whenever I'm at a bar like this or at a comedy club, my pickup line is, if you be my Angelina, I can promise you a Cambodian baby. Sometimes it works. Like most Asian kids, I got my very first job at the age of 9. So you can thank me for your soccer balls and your tennis shoes later. But I was actually a dishwasher at my parents' Chinese restaurant. And if you ever wondered where the term the doggy bag came from, it came from a Chinese restaurant.
Oh.
I know because I made the puppy chow mein.
Oh. There's so much truth to that.
Indeed. When I was 15 years old, I thought it would be a good idea to steal a nudie mag from my uncle. But I didn't know how much he cried during sex. All the pigs were all wrinkly and they were all stuck together. I thought they were his tears and his boogers. But they weren't. They were his knuckle babies and his water-based lube. And my mom found it and she tore it right in front of me. And it saddened me because it reminded me of the Oklahoma City bombing, because all the dead babies came out of it. That was pretty dark. When I turned 18, I went to my very first gentleman's club. And it used to be an old church. My very first lap dance came from a lady that looked exactly like Marilyn Manson. She walked up to me like she was my own personal Jesus. She turned out to be an Antichrist superstar. She was definitely one of the beautiful people. She put on a dope show. And that night I had sweet dreams. It was fantastic, folks. Thank you. Down the street from there was an adult bookstore. And behind the clerk there were these fists attached to arms. And one was black and it looked like it just won the Olympics and it looked like that. And there was another one that looked like it was hailing Hitler with rheumatoid arthritis and it looked like that. I said, hey clerk, what are those used for? He goes, go to the adult arcade in the back, turn to channel 27, there's a movie called Five Finger Donkey Punch, and you'll see what they're used for. So I go back there, and the screen looked like it was sponsored by Krispy Kreme.
Oh my God.
There was a white lawn chair with a brown skid mark on it. I popped in my token, the movie comes on, there was someone's fist and someone's bum.
Oh my God.
And they pulled it out, and I thought I was watching Citizen Kane, because it was a rosebud, and I leaned in and I said, Rosebud. So how many of y'all love yourselves?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
God.
I didn't start loving myself until I was 18 years old. It was around the 4th of July, my red rocket went up, no white sauce came out, and I gave myself blue balls. But the second and third tries, I succeeded, and I wrote a little song about it.
Oh boy.
Would you like to hear it?
Oh yeah.
Like to hear it? Here it goes.
Oh yeah.
Stroked my meat, thought it was grand, fell in love with my right hand. It went well for a minute or two, then I came, felt like glue. And a slip I can't grip. Never thought I'd be the one who would slip. Then I started to realize I shot jizz in my right eye, I masturbated. Self, I masturbate me. Love, 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 love. I came so hard and I beat my dick like I had none. Let it drip away. I was clean for about an hour. After that, rag smelled sour. It took all I ever had. No sign of guilt, no feeling bad, no. In a slip I can't grip. Never thought I'd be the one who would slip. Then I started to realize I shot jizz in my left eye. I masturbate me. Self, I masturbate me. Love, 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 I came so hard and I beat my dick like I had to. Let it drip away. That's my story. As you see, came not once, not twice, but three. Now it's over, and I'm mad because I made a mess with all I had. I masturbate me. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So in 2006, I went to my very first, Bangkok Thai massage parlor. Anyone ever been in one of those? Well, this one takes place in Bangkok, Thailand. And the people there think I'm black, and my translator is Thai, so it's rush hour 2 all over again. I was the Chris Tucker, he was my Jackie Chan, and there was these ladies that were waving to us. And I'm like, this is fantastic, you are friendly. And so we picked our numbers, we went back to the very back room, and it went from the set of Rush Hour 2 to the set of Hostel. And I said, look, translator, if we separate, they can dismember us and we'll never see our families again. So this is a long story. It's called So Much for My Happy Ending. I dedicate to Avril Lavigne because it's complicated. Thank you. So we go to the back, and they started off taking off all their clothes except for me. And my lady goes, hey, how come you're not taking off all your clothes? I said, because I'm a virgin and I don't want to lose it this way. So my translator and those two ladies go at it. And they use their bodies as loofahs. They just put water and soap all over them, gave him a soapy right in front of me. And all of a sudden, he gets a chub. And one of the ladies was really talented. She put a condom in her mouth, applied it on him. It wasn't that much. It was only 3 inches.
Oh.
And the sex lasted 3 minutes, so it was like a minute an inch.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh.
So they finish up, and then my lady comes up to me, and she goes, so, you're a virgin, huh? I'm like, yep. So you're Superman. I'm like, I guess I am. And you're my kryptonite. And so the following Monday, I had to go back to school. It was the first day of class. And my professor goes, so, Sareth, introduce yourself to the class. Same adjective as your first name. And I went with Super Sareth. My professor goes, oh, why are you going with Super Sareth? I said, because I was called Superman at a Bangkok massage parlor, and it's a long story.
Oh boy.
So after I graduated college, I moved out to Los Angeles, and I visited this very gay-friendly part of town called West Hollywood. And there's this crosswalk that's all rainbows all the way around. I thought by crossing it, I'd run into a leprechaun and get a bag of Skittles. But I didn't. I ran into this big gay bear with a nice whip. And by nice whip, I mean a BMW. He says, hey, cub. I'm like, I'm not a cub, I'm a Rockies fan. I'm from Colorado. You should go to a bathhouse. I didn't know what a bathhouse was, folks. So I go to this place,
Oh boy.
and it has all these holes in the walls.
Oh boy.
And I thought I had a termite problem. But it didn't. Because out of nowhere, this pecker hits me right in the back of the leg. And I'm like, what the Tanya Harding is going on around here? Then from another wall, this pecker hits me right in the face. And I'm like, what the Ronda Rousey? Then from another wall, I see some guy's face, and I said, hey, mister, what am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to feed you snacks? And he goes, no, you're supposed to put your pecker to this wall. I'm I'm like, there's no duct tape around this hole. I'm not getting splinters in my wood. So his pecker comes to the wall, and there's 3 peckers facing me from all of these directions. And rock music comes on, and I thought it was Judas Priest, but it was Iron Maiden. I was inside of an Iron Maiden full of peckers, folks. And I stuck around to see what the next song would be, and it was Come Together by the Beatles. Because if you think about it, that song goes, come together right now over me.
Oh boy.
And I was drenched, folks.
Oh
Head to toe in man grave, and it was so salty, just like my ex's. And I looked like I just left Dillard's on a Black Friday sale, because I had a pearl necklace and pearl earrings and pearl bracelets to match. So after moving back from LA, I moved back to Colorado, and my dad goes, hey son, I feel really bad because I didn't get to teach you about the birds and the bees, and your mom tore up your nudie mags. I'm like, it's okay, Dad. He goes, I insist, let's go to YouTube together. They teach about everything. I'm like, Dad, that's not how it works. Let's go to PornHub together. So my dad and I went to PornHub together. And on the top right-hand corner of the screen says, Arler HD. And I thought the HD stood for hard dingling.
my God.
So we clicked it, and there was a brand new acronym on the left-hand side of the screen that was DP. And I'm a filmmaker, so I thought DP was Director of Photography. But it doesn't. It stands for double penetration.
Oh my God.
And when we clicked on it, it looked like 2 giraffes sitting on the same tree. It was wild, folks. Sounds good. Well, ever since then, I moved from Colorado to Florida. So I guess you can say that I went from marijuana to bath salts. And from 420 to 8 your face.
Oh my God.
My name is Sareth. Give it up for Madcaps. Give it up for all the comics. Link roll and Tim Gephart. And I'm
Sareth, everybody! That's fun. I picked up on all the songs you were going through.